This is Brent of the Brookbush Institute, and in this video we're bringing you advanced self-administered release techniques. In this particular video we're going to go over Piriformis dynamic release or pin and stretch technique. Now the Piriformis created a little bit of a logistics problem for self-administered dynamic release. Two reasons. Number one, it's a fairly thin band-like muscle, and it's deep to the gluteus maximus, which is a fairly thick muscle. So I had to find something that was going to have a small enough surface area so that I could get the pressure per square inch to get deep to the glute max while still maintaining my perpendicular width so that I could block the adhesive tissue as I pulled the muscle fibers through. That's when I happened to come across these massage therapy balls from Trigger Point. This is a 5-inch multi-density foam ball. They work quite well. I will warn you guys, once again, these dynamic release or pin and stretch techniques are a progression from static release techniques. One of the reasons being is for this particular video, this is not nice. This is going to be fairly firm and cause a fairly large amount of discomfort. I wouldn't start with this. I would want to progress up to this as somebody's already started to desensitize and started to release some of those very active trigger points that they started with. I'm going to have my friend Melissa come out. She's going to help me demonstrate this technique. Now, your Piriformis, guys, once again, is a horizontal band of tissue that goes from tailbone to greater trochanter. So this is like a horizontal line across the top of your backside, but it's deep to your glutes. So you're going to go ahead and sit on that foam ball. We're going to start on her right cheek. Notice she's down on her elbow so that she's a little bit more stable. All right, then we're going to take this leg and we're going to have her put her ankle up on her knee. Now what that does is it lengthens the glute max so that if that muscle's lengthened, it's also a little bit thinner. It also gets me ready to put my Piriformis on stretch. Now, I'm going to have you find the most tender spot horizontally across the top of your backside so she can go from her tailbone all the way out almost to the side of her hip, just posterior to her greater trochanter. Got it? All right. So once she finds that most tender spot, just like all of our other dynamic release or pin and stretch techniques, I'm going to have her go just distal to that spot, which means just closer to the greater trochanter, so that she just rolls to the lateral side of that adhesion. You there? You're now going to take this hand, you're going to grab this knee. How you feeling? All right? And she's going to pull with her arm, get a good stretch on that Piriformis, hold for 2 to 5 seconds, and relax. Make sure she's still got the spot, she's still got the adhesion. Once again, pull through. So all we're doing, guys, is using that massage ball to block the adhesive tissue as she then stretches her Piriformis and pulls the muscle fibers through that adhesive tissue, hopefully increasing our functional extensibility. She's going to do 10 to 15 reps. As you can see, guys, this is, once again, not nice. This is going to cause a fair amount of discomfort. So you need to start with those static release techniques using something like a Trigger Point roll or a softer medicine ball. Make sure that you tone down some of those active trigger points, desensitize the area a little bit first, and then you can work on some more of these fascially based techniques, increasing functional extensibility. I might have somebody on a foam roll for 4 to 6 weeks before I even introduce this technique. You ready for the other side? Sure. Good. Of course, after I did this technique, I would want to see some sort of improvement in my movement patterns. To give you guys an idea, if I was doing an overhead squat assessment, I might release the Piriformis if I saw somebody who had knees bow out. If I was doing goniometric assessment, I could actually make a good argument for a decrease in internal rotation or a decrease in external rotation in goniometry. So I would want to retest those and make sure that if I'm going to subject my client or patient to this technique, which is a little uncomfortable, that I am getting good results from it. I hope you guys enjoy using the new massage therapy balls. I think you guys will find they're wonderful for all sorts of techniques. I hope you find good results from dynamic or pin and stretch technique for the Piriformis. I look forward to hearing about your results.